Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. This is what the white supremacists have been afraid of for years, that they are about to lose their majority. I mean, the white supremacists, the anti-black racists that are white. Now shout out to this, My Views. Now, basically, he put up the cover of this article. He posted, so it doesn't tell the whole article, but it talks about that, that Gen Z might be ending up the last generation, or the white population in the United States could be the majority in the United States. And this is what studies found. And I could tell why this is going to happen, why this could happen. They're saying that around 2045, they're indicating that, basically what they're indicating is that white people might end up in the minority by 2045. I've been knowing that deep down, anywhere between 2040 and 2065, non-Hispanic whites, meaning white people who are descendants of slave owners, descendants of European colonists, descendants of Europe, who are not classified as white Latinos or white with a mixture of whatever. Just white people in general who live in America were not going to be the majority of this country any longer. The white supremacists, the white pro-white people, they have feared that they were losing the majority as a population. That's why they've been trying to increase their political power, so they know that they want to be like South Africa apartheid, where they're not the majority population, but they control most of the economics and control most of the government, and they'll also use buffer classes, such as using other non-black but also non-white groups to help the white races attack the black people. They've been doing this. It's because they know that they're in fear of losing their majority in America. So they have to do what South Africa did with apartheid. It was that even if they weren't the majority, as long as they took control of most of the positions of power and most of the economics, they'll still rule over the land until the black people rise up against their oppressors. And that's what we in the black community gotta do. We gotta rise up against these white supremacists. This is now our time to fight against the oppressors that have been oppressing black people here in America. And we're not the majority of this country, but we managed to fight back in the civil rights movement and other movements against the white supremacy in many different ways. And we gotta still keep up the fight. But that's another thing. Here's what I think has led to the fear that white racists have feared of them losing their majority. Number one, they're not having a lot of babies. Alright? They're not having a lot of babies. Families are not being created. Couples are not doing the business to the point where it gets the woman pregnant to have children. The abortion, this is why they got rid of abortion, ladies and gentlemen. This is why they overturned Roe v. Wade. It was white people that demanded the courts to get rid of Roe v. Wade and to restrict rules, rights away from the LGBT community, those who are into same-sex relationships. The reason why they're planning on doing that, this is why white supremacists are demanding that they reduce the rights of same-sex and interracial relationships. This is why they recently overturned Roe v. Wade, because they know that too many white couples are not having children, and without children, they can't grow the population. The population is actually shrinking, and this is what the white populace is afraid of, or been afraid of. This is why these white racists who run some of these positions in politics are trying to put up positions like they're getting rid of alimony so that it will make the white men be willing to marry again and build families up. They're getting rid of anything that can that can hurt the family, or in particular the white family, because if they don't have that white family, they won't have that community structure to stable the white community. Because of stuff like this, is that the Gen Zs could end up being the last time that the whites be the majority. And I believe, and I don't feel sorry for the white community. All the racism that all the white supremacist stuff that's been done towards black people, this is karma. This is karma. So yeah, why do you think they got rid of abortion and stuff like that? It's because they want more children. They want more children. Even if it's by the word that rhymes with tape. If the white men do the word that rhymes with tape, that starts with an R, to the white women, and force the white women to have babies, they're willing to go that far because they want to do whatever to get more children from their community to be born. So that's one reason why that they fear that this could actually happen. Yeah, that's one of the things, that the drastic things they're trying to do to prevent this from happening, to prevent them from being the minority. Another reason why that they fear that this will happen, that they will lose majority position after Gen Z, is because of the immigration. The flooding of the zone, the immigrants. This is why some white people support closed borders, while they're also against this open border thing. Because what immigrants are coming in? That's right, non-white immigrants. Immigrants from Central America, immigrants from the Caribbean, immigrants from Africa, immigrants from Asia. They're not classified, most of them are not classified as white. Maybe the white Latinos can be classified as white, because some of them, when they come in, they put down that they're white. They want to be classified as white. But the one immigrants who are not classifying as white, that's who's also coming in through open border, whether legally or illegally. And they're trying to become citizens. And the more this is why the white people want more white immigrants from Europe to come in. Or some of those white Hispanics that they could join the party, join the white party and stuff like that. This is why white people want more. They're okay with the Ukrainians, the Russians, the Italians, the British, the French, the Germans, the Belgians, the Dutch. They're okay with the white ones, because there's also black Europeans. They're okay with the white Europeans coming in, but all these other groups, they're not okay with it, because how is it affecting white people? Well, one way that it's affecting white people, especially poor white people, is the majority status. If more people start coming in, we could end up in a position where everyone ties with who has the majority. It could be a 25, 25, 25. Okay, 25% of the country, 15% of the country is white, 15% of the country is black, 50% of the country is Hispanic, not connected to whiteness. 50% of the country is Asian. 50% of the country is Arab. And if the Arabs and Latinos don't classify as white, they're classified as their own separate group. Some of the Latinos are probably in the black community because, the Afro-Latino and such like that. You see, white racists, the white supremacists, they want the majority. They want it to be white people are 62%, black people are only 13% of Latinos are 14 or 15%, and Asians are like 8%. White people are white racists. They're okay with them having 40% and having the more than any other community. They don't want a 50-50, they don't want a split where everyone they have 50%, we have 50%, someone else has 50%. They don't want that. Or what will make it worse for the white people, not for us, but for the white people, is if black people become 20%, the Latinos are 18%, the Asians are maybe 19%, but white people are 11%. That's something that white racists, white supremacists don't want to happen. where white people become the minority, meaning there's less white people than there is of any other group. That's what they're afraid of. But that's the reason why white people are afraid that Gen Z will be the last time that whites have the majority. Another thing that could be affecting their numbers is all the diseases, the violent crime that happen to white people, white people's suicide rate. White people have the highest suicide rate. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about the bad things that black people are number one in. The mass shootings, white people going to all these wars and stuff like that, being killed. White people being killed on work, especially if they were like a cop or something like that. Being killed in the workforce. Yeah, you can be killed in the workforce. Accidents, or if you're a cop, you're dealing with a violent criminal and the criminal shoots or stabs the cop dies. Diseases, we had the Rona, we had the STDs. They've been running rapid lately, and there's new cases getting higher each. And a lot of people are not talking about that. And then, of course, you have the drug epidemics, like the fentanyl and opioid crisis. That's also killing a lot of white people. They're killing them in the way that the crack epidemic did not kill black people. I mean, the fentanyl and opioid crisis is so bad, it makes the crack epidemic look like just a bad day at work. A bad day. Just look like just a bad day. Just one bad day. But this fentanyl and opioid crisis that's hurting that community, that's what's also causing the numbers, the status, most likely. And it's affected the birth rates. There's more deaths in that community than there is births. They won't talk about it. They'll say, or it says it's an American problem. When they say it's an American problem, they mean it's a white problem. A white American problem. Because if it was just a black problem, then they'll say it's a black problem. Or black people are dealing with this. But when they say it's an American problem, they really mean that it's affecting white people as well. But, yeah. And like I said, I don't feel sorry for these white supremacists, the ones that have been anti-black and try to kill off black people, try to put all the ills on black people and stuff. This is karma. The Most High is sending y'all karma. This is karma. The Most High is sending the wake-up calls, the karma for all the evil deeds that the community has done to other people, other communities, especially the black community. And you want me to feel sorry for them? Nope, I don't feel sorry. This is what they get. Yeah, another thing is their ignorance and their stupidity and their ignorance to not do anything. Climate change also is probably causing this. Is causing why their numbers are going down. Their numbers are declining. All these natural disasters killing them and stuff. With the climate change being a connection to some of these disasters. Yeah, that's another reason. And like I said, I don't feel sorry for them. They allow their ignorance is finally coming, is come back to haunt them. But that's all I have to say. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Write down in the comment section what y'all think. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.